Thought I'd do a video and show you how most Japanese motorcycle locks work. This lock here is an ignition lock. It's off a Honda motorcycle. I don't remember the year or the model. I do know it's an older bike. It's probably from the 70s or 80s. The actual mechanical locking mechanism is in this portion of the lock, and then there's a tailpiece that runs through the lock and operates this black electrical switch. And then you also have a steering lock here, which I'll try and show you. It's a little stiff, but that pops out and locks the steering. I'll go ahead and disassemble this thing and kind of show you how it works. This is the electrical switch, and I'll go ahead and remove that. Just clips in. It's already been removed before, and the clips are kind of rounded, so it's not difficult to get out. And you remove this, and inside here, this is the tailpiece of the actual mechanical lock, and this turns when you turn the key. That tailpiece turns, and it operates that electrical switch, turns the switch. Now I will go ahead and actually disassemble the actual mechanical lock. You take this piece off, and inside of this piece, this lock shell, is the lock cylinder, which you can pull out here. And you've got these wafers in the lock cylinder, which one just fell out. They're all spring loaded. A spring causes them to stick out like this, and that is your lock cylinder. Because these lock wafers are spring loaded and they're sticking above the diameter of the lock cylinder like this, it prevents the lock cylinder from turning when you insert the wrong key or you try and turn the lock cylinder without a key. I'll go ahead and take one of these out and show you what they look like. This is the lock wafer, and when you insert the key fits through the center of the wafer and fits in one of the grooves on the key. And here is the spring. I don't want to remove the spring because they're easy to lose, but here's the spring for the wafer right here. I'll go ahead and reassemble this. Now, because these wafers are protruding up above the diameter of the lock cylinder, when you insert the lock cylinder, the wafers fit inside of these grooves here. There's 4 grooves. There's one here, one here, one here, and one here. When the wafers are fitting inside of that groove, you can't turn the lock cylinder. But if you insert the correct key with the correct cuts will pull those wafers down and line them up with the diameter of the lock cylinder, and the wafers will now clear these grooves, and you're able to turn the lock cylinder. So that is how a Japanese lock works. Eventually, if you use this lock cylinder enough, these wafers and the key will wear, and the key will no longer be able to pull these wafers down to the same diameter as the lock cylinder, and you'll start to experience the lock sticking. You'll probably have to wiggle your key to get the lock to turn, and eventually what will happen is it'll wear so much that you won't be able to turn the lock at all. And when that happens, you'll either have to call a locksmith to fix the problem or just replace the lock entirely. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thank you for watching.